Hi, this is Matthew from MK Images and welcome to my tutorial channel where I give you some simple tricks and tips on Photoshop. So in this tutorial I want to talk to you about color correction and some fairly simple ways where you can actually color correct your image. And for this video I'm going to talk to you about the color balance adjustment layer and how it's quite a simple way to just refine the color balancing in your image. So here I have a picture of a gent here, and to me he looks a little bit on the cool side. His skin is a little bit on the cool side, so I want to warm that up. So the first thing I've done is I've duplicated the background layer by pressing Command and J. And I do recommend you do that when you start off editing an image, because you'll then have an underlying layer which hasn't been touched. So you're able to get back your original edit, so you're working non-destructively. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down to the adjustment layer icon, which is this little half circle here. We click on that and I go to color balance. Now this brings up three sliders, and it brings up the sliders of red, green and blue. And just to give you a little bit of background about red, green and blue, our eyes are actually only really sensitive to three colours of light. So everything you see on a screen is made up of those red, green and blue colours. So that's why we have the red, green and blue sliders. And what you need to be aware of is that the opposite of red is cyan, the opposite of green is magenta, and the opposite of blue is yellow. So it's the opposite on the color wheel, hence why we have those colors. So I want to warm the face up of this gent here. So I'm just going to remove the blue and add the yellow, which maybe we want to add it to about 8, maybe 6. That looks reasonably okay for the purpose of this video. And that's just added a bit of warmth. But it might have affected areas of the image that we didn't want to affect. So we want to just paint that effect in to the specific areas. And how to do that, I will explain. Every adjustment layer comes with a mask. And when the mask is white, it reveals the effect that you've done. And when the mask is black, it hides the effect that you've done. So I want to paint in the effect that we've applied. So I need to make this mask black. So in order to do that, I click on the mask and I press Command I. And you can see that it's hidden the effect that we've done on the slight warming up of the image. Now, what I do next is I go to the brush, which is B. I need to make sure that my foreground color is white. To change that, we press X. So we toggle the foreground color. We want white, so that's a foreground color white. And we want to paint in. So in this setting here, up here on this setting here, we can actually change the hardness of the brush. We can have a soft brush or we can have a hard brush. I recommend that you use a soft brush most of the time. And then we can just paint in, maybe using a flow of about 10%. So we just apply the effect gently, and we're just going to paint in on the chap's face and maybe on his arm, his hand as well. And you can see that we've just affected that area of the picture. So I can show you that the before, slightly subtle, after it's added a slight warmth in his face. And I quite like that. And you can actually stack up adjustment layers on top of each other. Say you want to affect different areas. So I could add another adjustment layer here, another color balance if there was another area of the image that I wanted to affect, and then adjust it like so. But for this purpose, we'll just keep the one. Also, just to let you know, you can actually affect different areas of the image by using shadows, midtones and highlights. You can affect those areas on those color sliders with the different areas. so you can refine your color correction. That's all I'm going to say for this video. I'm going to do a video about curves because curves is quite a powerful color correction tool, which is a little bit more powerful than color balance. But for this purpose of this video, I just wanted to do a very simple tutorial showing you the color balancing tool. So we can affect magentas and greens, we can affect reds and cyans, and we can affect blues and yellows. So that's all I've got to say for this video. If you like the content, please go ahead and subscribe to my videos and give the video a thumbs up, and I'll be back again with some other tutorial videos. Until then, I will see you in the next video.